My friends, welcome to Super Divorce on YouTube. This is Nicholas Villars here, one half of the synth pop duo known as Super Divorce. I am just coming to you live quite late at night. I am not at my home. I am keeping my voice down because others are sleeping right now. I would not wish to wake them, but I realize I have a duty to uphold here as the proprietor of a YouTube channel where I promise to make at least one live video every single day. Realize that I have not done one yet. Realize that it is time for me to do that because I am not long for this day, you see. It is fairly close to me retiring for bed. So I wanted to get on here quickly, not in a rushed manner. Just wanted to hop on to say hello, to let you guys know what was going on. And I thought that the subject matter for this video would be good to do about my favorite beer. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'd like to tell you about my favorite beer. Maybe you know what it is just from that little peek right there. I've got it right here. This is my favorite beer, guys. I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. This is a beer that, wow, has it been my favorite for almost 10 years? I think it has. A long time, a long relationship with this. I'm just going to show you right now. We're not going to lead up to the reveal. We're going to reveal it right now. It is the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest beer. This is my favorite beer in the whole world. Now, I know that that might not seem very cultured of me. I know that since this beer has been released, there have been a plethora of Oktoberfest beers that have come out. Various brewers releasing various takes on the Oktoberfest. Over the years, this has remained my favorite. The Samuel Adams Oktoberfest beer. This is my favorite beer. Every year, you see, I look forward to this beer being released. It is sort of the marker. It is a harbinger of the fall season for me. And it's something that I look forward to each and every year, like I said. I love the fall time. It is my favorite season. And this beer is not only delicious, this beer is not only very drinkable, tasty, beautiful to look at in a glass even. It's not just all of those things. This beer represents the beginning of the fall season every year for me. So I like to tip my cap to it. I have to purchase at least a 12-pack or two every fall season. Usually a bit more than that. But at the very least, you know. If you can't get your hands on the Sam Adams Oktoberfest, I feel sorry for you. That is too bad. And I think that you should be able to get your hands on this beer. This is a beer, it is, like I said, very drinkable. Let me read you a little bit about it, if I'm able. Do they, well, it looks like they no longer include, I think there used to be, like in this region, they used to put a little description of the beer right here. and it seems as though they have removed that from the bottle. So now they just give you this. Okay, I will explain it myself. I'll do what I can. This beer, you know, it goes down smoother than the Samuel Adams Boston Lager. I'll say that. It has a smoother finish to it, and it's not quite as hoppy. It's a little bit more on the malty side, a little more caramelly. Tastes, like it has less sting to it. It's a great campfire beer. It makes you want to go outside, start a fire, roast a mallow or two, construct for yourself a s'more sandwich. It's fantastic beer, guys. See this right here where the stein is overflowing? I would love to have an experience like this. I've never gotten to drink Sam Adams Oktoberfest from a stein or a tankard like this. I believe this is more of the tankard, where you have the but I would love to have that experience sometime. What else can I say about this? You know, I got to drink this beer fresh one time at the Samuel Adams Brewery in Boston, Massachusetts. By the way, I just want to say hello to whoever's here. I don't know who it is, but hello and thank you for joining me late at night here. Had to work in a live video. I've been busy all day, and this is my first time to kind of stop and collect my thoughts and to hop on to the YouTube channel and say hello to my friends. So hello. Anyway, I have actually gotten to drink this beer, my favorite beer ever, from the tap at the Samuel Adams Brewery, the original Sam Adams Brewery, mind you, in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, if you're ever in Boston and you have the chance to go to the Samuel Adams Brewery, I highly advise you to do so. The tour is free. You go in, they take donations, so I would at least throw them, $5 or $10, because not only do you get to go in and see where the Sam Adams beer is brewed, where it began, where the magic began, arguably the craft brewery that got the craft brew movement kicked off in a big way. You can go there, you can walk through the brewery, you can see where they make the beer, you can taste the hops. They give you hops to taste, like fresh hops. You can see what that's all about, kind of like eating a pine tree, to be honest with you, which is why I don't understand why people so much get into the IPA scene. It's like drinking a crushed up pine tree. I don't like IPAs. No, thank you. But you can try the hops. You can try the rice. You can try the malt, the barley. You get to try all this stuff one by one. Now, most importantly, after the tour is over, they will take you to a bar. Not exactly like this, but kind of like this. No, everyone on the tour gets to sit down. You walk through these double doors, and they take you into a makeshift bar room that is actually inside the brewery. So it's like you're walking into a pub or a bar inside the brewery itself. And you go in there, you sit down. I think there are about maybe 4 or 5 tables, 4 or 5 long tables. You sit down with your group of people that you came with, and the tour guide will then present to you a pitcher of Samuel Adams Boston Lager, straight from the tap, freshly brewed at that brewery. It is the freshest beer that you will probably ever taste in your whole life. And they provide each person who's there with a glass a Sam Adams glass that you can take home with you. Again, no charge at all. And then you get to share this pitcher amongst your friends. Free beer, guys. They just give free beer out. Each table gets their own pitcher, and you get to share this beer. And then when you finish the Sam Adams Boston Lager, the very first beer, then they let you try their seasonal brew, whatever they're brewing seasonally. So I have actually gotten to try this on one trip. I've been there multiple times now, but on one of them they were actually giving out the Oktoberfest. We went during October, and we got to actually try Sam Adams Oktoberfest fresh at the brewery, and that is perhaps the greatest beer that I've ever tasted in my life. Hello there, Obi-Wan. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're just talking about my favorite beer of all time, the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I don't know if you can get Samuel Adams in Australia. If not, that's too bad. And I feel bad for you. And if I could send you some of this, I would, because this is my favorite beer of all time. And I was just telling a little bit about my favorite beer ever. I was telling about how I've gotten to drink this at the brewery where it's made, fresh from the tap, on tap brew. It was fantastic. I can't describe how good this beer was. It's beer, if you get a chance to go to a brewery and take a tour, if you can sample beer that was made like on site, before it's been shipped anywhere, before it's been, bottled up for an extended period of time, sitting on a shelf, if you can have it, if you can have it right there at the brewery, it's a completely different experience. Completely different. Now, let's see. What did Obi-Wan say? Hold on, why can't, I'm trying to bring this back up here. No. Can I, for some reason it's not allowing me to bring the conversation back up here. Normally I can see what someone wrote if I'm not able to catch it in time initially. Yeah, I want to, oh, there we go. Okay, now I can see. So Obi-Wan said he can get Sam Adams, but I think it's just the stock brew. Yeah, standard brew. And no, this is not the standard brew. This is their special fall seasonal beer. They do a seasonal beer for each season, and this is the one that they put out every fall time. Usually it comes out a little before fall. You can start finding this in stores sometime in August, generally, about the middle of August, and it is my favorite beer of all time. One of my favorite things about the fall is being able to drink Sam Adams Oktoberfest. And I'll usually try and stock up, like when I know it's getting near the middle of October, I'll go out and buy a couple extra, either a couple extra 12 packs, or if I can't find those, I'll buy a couple 6-packs, and then I'll kind of just save them, because you can't find them after that until the next year. So you don't want to hold on to beer for too long, because then it's not fresh anymore. But I'll keep these around until the end of December, beginning of January, whatever. But I was talking about the Sam Adams Brewery tour and how I've gotten to have this. I've tried this as fresh as it could possibly be, and it's amazing. And if you're ever in the Boston, Massachusetts area, you should definitely go and take the Samuel Adams tour, because they let you try the Boston Lager, whatever their seasonal beer is, and then they will also allow you, each table in your little group, when you walk into the makeshift pub inside the brewery, they will also let you try a pitcher of unreleased experimental brew, something that may or may not make it to the market. But they're always testing out new beers there. And They're brewers, the guys that have worked there for a long time. They're always coming up with new recipes, new ideas, and they're always trying new stuff out. And so they will brew, a batch or two of something, and they'll give it out to the people that are on the tours and kind of gauge the reactions to help them decide what's worth exploring and what's worth mass producing in the future. So, just awesome, What else can you ask for from a brewer at that point? So I love this company. I love Sam Adams. I love this beer, and this is going to be my last one of the night. We came over to our friend's house tonight. We got together. We watched the UFC pay-per-view tonight, and things were really winding down here, and that's when I was able to get on and say hello to everyone. Say hello to my friends on YouTube. Hold on one second. I'm going to open this beer. Just one sec. There we go. Cheers. Right? This is a fantastic beer. Beer, as Obi-Wan would say. Beer. Not a beer. I'm sure I sound funny when I say it too. Yeah, here we go. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That's good. That's real good. So, Oktoberfest. Anyone up to anything fun tonight? It looks like we lost. We peaked at 3. We had three people here. I understand this isn't the most exciting video, guys. I know that. It's late. I had to get on and do something, Didn't want to leave you guys high and dry. What's everyone up to? What are you up to, Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan went to the Perth Highland Gathering today. It was good fun and had a couple decent videos to upload. Good. I'm not familiar with the Perth Highland Gathering. Is that like a festival of some sort? That's what I'm guessing. It's like a fest. Yeah, good. Real quick. I don't think my buddy Jason, who you might have heard on our podcast before, I don't think he would mind if I showed off a little of his memorabilia while I'm standing here. He's got a nice memorabilia collection here. Some stuff I can show you. This is a helmet here from the Minnesota Vikings. This is my friend Jason's favorite football team. Their season actually starts tomorrow, in fact. So he's excited about that. Here he's got some Stranger Things merchandise. Here's the Demogorgon. I have one of these. I actually got that for Jason. I picked this up for him online, and I've got one of these. It sits right on my computer desk. This is an authentic. I can show you this. It's pretty cool. This is an authentic Demogorgon figure, and you can see the date just on the bottom here. 1984. Isn't that pretty cool? This is like an authentic figure that you would have seen them tinkering around with on Stranger Things. I found a website like right after the show came on, and I was like, I've got to see if I can find one of those actual figures. And I found a website. I think they were based out of Europe somewhere. I think it was Italy, actually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was an Italian website that sold like old D&D miniatures. And they had a stash of these. And like I said, you can see it right there. 1984. It's the real deal, man. Pretty darn cool. So you've got your Stranger Things. What did What did Obi-Wan say? Right now, he's getting ready to review a single thin summer ale. All right. Sounds good. Too bad it's not one that I will be able to try anytime soon, as we talked about earlier, I believe. On what was it? The comment. I think you left a comment on the latest Supercast, maybe, about not being able to send beer over. That's too bad. Isn't it? Isn't that such a bummer? We're going to have to come all the way to Australia to actually try out some of these beers that you have reviewed. So, not that I mind. I'd like to go to Australia. What do we got here? Here's some Batman stuff. There's Bane. There's Bane. Yeah, it's Batman. Patrick Bateman. Brody and Silent Bob. Good stuff, huh? Pretty good stuff. There's a little bit of some Breaking Bad merch. Some Fallout stuff. Karate Kid. What's that? There's Miyagi and Daniel-san. Interstellar. I think Jason said that he got these when the Toys R Us down the street was closing. They put a bunch of these really cool action figures that were, I think a lot of these were like over $50 a piece, and then they marked everything down by like over 50%. So, and I'm pretty sure that's when he got these as well. The Home Alone figures, some Game of Thrones, God of War. There's Kratos. Jason's got a nice little collection of stuff here, and then lots of vinyl. Let's see if I can find something real quick. Do you see what I see right here? What is this? Oh, yeah, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Right? Yeah. Too Sweet. Too Sweet Records, man. That's us. You want one of these? You want a vinyl record? Head on over to superdivorceme.com and pick up your copy now while they are available, because they won't be forever. All right. So, let's see. What was this thing? What was the Perth something gathering? We were talking about that, weren't we? The Perth Highland Gathering. Yeah. Oh, okay, now I see. It was a little celebration. Oops. Can I get that? Little celebration of all things Scottish, bagpipes, medieval fare, that sort of thing. Okay. All right. No, I didn't want to delete that. What happened? It said I just deleted your message, Obi-Wan. I definitely wasn't trying to do that. I don't know what happened. That's stupid. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. So, around here we've got the Renaissance Festival. That's going to be coming up. The Renaissance Festival, kind of like your medieval times kind of deal, that comes around every fall. That should be starting up very soon. Maybe this weekend. It might have started this weekend. I don't know. But we'll do that at some point. It's always good to go to. It's always fun. So, I think what I'm going to do, so I don't make any more noise and wake anyone up or anything, is I will probably go ahead and shove off here for the evening. Come back tomorrow night. Once we get home, we had to drive about an hour and a half to get to where we're staying this evening. So tomorrow when we leave, we'll have a little bit of a drive, head back home, and then, I'll come back live with some sort of video tomorrow. Perhaps something related to Comicsgate. There's a lot going on right now with that. Joe Quesada from Marvel is now involved. He's thrown his hat in the ring. A lot of people are getting into this stuff, man. It's crazy. Some of the names that are weighing in and actually taking a combative stance against Comicsgate. It's pretty disappointing because I feel like a lot of these people have no understanding of what the consumers are actually angry about or disappointed about, really. It's not all anger, it's a lot of disappointment. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow, just a bit. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out tonight. You know, kind of quick video compared to what we've been doing, but a video nonetheless. And until next time, cheers to all you good brothers and good sisters out there. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. Give us a comment if you've got something to say. We always comment back. Share. Subscribe to the channel because we do a live video every single day. And make sure that you bong the gong for notifications so you can jump in here like Obi-Wan. Engage in the chat. Get that engagement going. Have a good time. You know, that's what we're about. And so I'd like to thank you very much for joining us again. And until next time, all of you, please take real good care. Good night.